Hey guys, it's P again with Red Star Science. Remember, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, anything that you'd like to discuss on this channel, reach me, we'll do it. Now, today's topic is going to be about owls, not flying owls. It's an acronym for what I call otherworld life forms. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, it's not really my deal, but I am a thread puller. So if I see threads in something, I'm going to pull on it. And most of the time, it comes apart. When that happens, watch out. Sorry about that, guys. I had some road construction and couldn't hear a thing I was saying. Alright, now, back to the subject. Otherworld life forms. And that'll mean any sentient species other than our own that is self-aware. They might have more technology, they might have less. But the thing is, they do exist. The universe is way too big to think that we're the only ones out here would be kind of asinine. Alright? With that being said, some of my famous words, we can count both species from different planets, galaxies, parts of the universe, to also other dimensions. Now, there have been papers and documents going around, and I've seen them online and all this kind of stuff, talking about the FBI documenting interdimensional beings. I think that's what it is, IDBs. And there have been a lot of reports on YouTube and all this stuff and videos and whatnot of seeing portals open up with beings coming through and all this kind of good stuff. Like I said, I don't confirm or deny any of that stuff is real. What I'm saying is theory makes good science, and it has to start somewhere. So, on the basis that it'd probably be close to nil that we're the only sentient, self-aware species in the universe, let's go from there. If you're an intelligent species and you'd like to, let's study or blend in or keep tabs on another species, how would you go about it? Would you hover above them invisibly? Would you mingle with them physically? Would you pop in and out of dimensions that they would be able to recognize and not be able to recognize? How'd you go about it? The reason I ask is this. We have to assume that that's what we would do. And if we're assuming that's what we would do, somebody else has probably already beat us to the punch. So, where do we go from there? Well, I believe the big thing is integrating a species other than our own into our own society. The problem with that is in past history events, when somebody conquers someone else or somebody more advanced comes into the realms of people that are less advanced, it usually ends up bad for the less advanced. And the late Stephen Hawking, he says something to that effect, that it usually ends up worse for the people with less technology. They usually end up being assimilated. Now, that may be the case, that might be not the case. That remains to be seen as far as we're concerned. But I do think that there are stipulations in place, and there have to be stipulations in place in order to integrate these owls into our society, in order for us to accept them, in order for us not to go mad and not go crazy. It's just, that's what humans do. Now, if I ran a government and I was, first of all, if I was in contact with another species and I wanted to integrate this species into my society, what would I do? Well, let's think about it. Whenever people see something that's different or new or whatnot, they have a tendency to panic. That's not good. All right. People are good one-on-one. In droves, they're panicking. All right. They just scuffle away and they start committing craziness. It's almost like that movie. What is that movie? Where everybody always gets together once a year or sometimes, and they all kill everybody. And you know the movie I'm talking about. So, considering that type of deal right there,